Human beings are always connected to nature. If a person doesn't work with soil or deal with some plants, they alienate themselves from everything they have inside of them. And it is a kind of separation from oneself. At least it is true for me. I feel, and may sound rather pompous, but I find a connection with the universe when I work on the land. At some point, all people find a desire to create something beneficial and of high quality. One day, I decided to grow products on my land that would in their time give a high yield of the best quality. I consider it as a good, healthy and interesting business from every aspect. The main principle of our enterprise and our cooperative is growing tasty and healthy food. Therefore, we refuse to use any agricultural chemical fertilizers. Purely on principle, I feel that feeding people with some products that are detrimental to their health and contain chemicals that will poison their lives and health is not right. All organic production works are all about people. All those who are engaged in working with organic products are good and decent people. This is a specific mentality and a positive attitude towards life. We have high standards for a person when it relates to the treatment of plants. They should love and care for them. It is much more than simply watering and fertilizing plants. It is far beyond just the technological process. In truth, it is a process of human feeling and caring for the healthy growth of plants.
Это еще и процесс чувствования и отношения к этим растениям. Все, кто работает у нас в кооперативе,
all employees who work with us are the best of the best, and I truly believe in this. This is the criterion based on which we choose people who are ready to cooperate with us and engage in our work.
Из критериев, по которым мы отбираем людей и с которыми мы начинаем работать.
I became interested in land before I reached my 30th birthday. I worked with clothing design before and I loved my profession. Yet the time had passed and I realized that clothing is produced with synthetic materials, which have no advantages and does not give happiness. I realized then that not many people are interested in growing ecologically clean food. It is more relevant and important for me. Also, I don't have to force myself to wake up and go to work every morning. I truly love this work. I'm concerned about plants not being cold or sick. It is so delightful when it grows. When you eat it, then maybe post some pictures, share them, and see how people are pleased with your work. The feedback is essential because then you understand that you are doing something significant, valuable and necessary for other people.
Это очень важно. То есть ты понимаешь, что ты делаешь что-то важное, нужное и ценное для другого человека.
The world market of organic foods is rapidly expanding. At the moment, current volume has exceeded 90 million euros. The US market of organic foods accounts for around 40%. Germany earns approximately 10 million euros. At the same time, France and China occupy sufficiently high positions in the list.
Что касается основных лидеров по выращиванию органической продукции, то тут
Australia, with 900 million hectares of agricultural lands on which organic products are grown, is the leading country, and Argentina and China are close behind it in terms of this indicator.
Также Аргентина занимает лидирующие позиции и Китай. Потребление органических продуктов в Украине.
The demand of organic foods in Ukraine is on the rise, and today the market is estimated at 30 million euros per year, where half of the foods are produced by local enterprises. About 201,000 hectares of organic products were planted in Ukraine in 2018. Specifically, these were oil-bearing and grain varieties. The percentage of vegetables grown in Ukraine is lower, at no more than 2% or 5,800 hectares.
Проект организовывался 9 лет.
We initiated the project 9 years ago for growing products that my family and close friends will consume. And then somewhat later, we saw that there is a huge demand for organic foods throughout the country.
Есть потребность, в принципе, в стране вот в этих продуктах. То есть очень много
Many people consciously started to go on diets and live a healthier lifestyle.
Мы образованы как...
We work as a cooperative. Let me explain why we use such a definition. I rely on cooperation and the united work of people. Our clients, without exception, can invest money, come to work with us, or join our cooperative and create something together with us. We're always open for collaboration. There are people who come for work and recreation, get some rest from the daily life in the fast lane of city life, and enjoy the beauty of a relaxing life in the country, and become closer to nature.
Есть люди, которые просто приезжают к нам отдохнуть и поработать, отойти от города и быть ближе к природе.
The overall land area of our enterprise is 21 hectares, where only 20% of it is used. The main difficulty in growing organic foods is raising the product, because the standard methods in agriculture require the use of chemicals to fight against plants' diseases.
Когда в обычном сельском хозяйстве применяются химикаты, то гораздо проще бороться с вредителями, с болезнями.
Мы просто заменяем химические средства защиты на биологические.
We substitute chemical products with biological ones or with natural plant toxins.
В том числе и яды. Если взять чистотел или полынь, или болиголов, то есть...
For instance, we use celandine, wormwood, and hemlock epizymes, which are deadly for insect pests, though they're proven to be safe for humans and animals.
Не вредят человеку или там животным.
Один из тоже таких основных моментов вообще органического.
One of the key moments in organic production is that we help a plant. We do not force them to give us their fruits or force them to grow quickly. We help the plant to provide what it can.
Насильно что-то вырастить. Мы помогаем растению дать то, что оно может. Используем все, что у нас есть.
We use everything that we have. If we have waste during the growing process, it is recycled and used as fertilizers that are beneficial for plants.
Получаются удобрения, и они используются при выращивании. Мы с удовольствием принимаем...
We receive the food remnants from people with gratitude. Everything that can be recycled into organics and fertilizers, we take and use it in the process of revitalizing the plants that we seed and grow.
Я очень много времени посвятил изучению теплиц.
I dedicated a lot of time to learn about greenhouses. I traveled to different manufacturers in Ukraine and the Netherlands to observe and gain their experience.
Обычного сельского хозяйства. Начали мы с...
We started by planting simple greens, dill, parsley, and 5 to 7 sorts of lettuce.
Салатов как минимум 5-7 видов у нас было. Изначально. Потом...
Then we added aromatic greens like basil and rucola.
Потом добавились и капуста.
We grow lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, peppers, and zucchini, and we raise about 15 sorts of production in winter and 25 sorts during the summer, autumn, and spring seasons.
Видов продукции. Обычно до 25, скажем так, в летний, в осенний, весенний период.
Есть растения дружественные.
There are certain species of plants that can coexist, while others suppress each other. The hardest culture for me to grow is tomatoes, because they do not like humid air and severe changes in temperatures. But I also adore them, despite the fact that I have difficulties dealing with them. Despite this, I truly love them with all my heart and my stomach. There is a difference between open soil and greenhouse cultivation. From one perspective, the microclimate in a greenhouse is easier to maintain. On the other hand, it is harder. With short daylight during the January-February period, the humidity rises, but in open soil, the wind regulates it.
В открытом грунте есть ветер. В теплице сложнее наладить.
The system of ventilation is harder to maintain in a greenhouse when humidity or temperatures are higher.
Тогда есть проблемы с избыточной влажностью. Если слишком
If it is too warm, they need ventilation as it may cause drought.
То есть все-таки
There is no dew in a greenhouse.
Как таковой.
Наряду с обычными растениями мы выращиваем
Along with more regular plants, we grow many experimental sorts for our market. For instance, green cabbage.
вот, допустим, листы капусты кейл или кале, как ее еще называют. Очень вкусные, очень полезные листы. Вот, поэтому мы
We implement it step by step, and we show our clients their value and how to grow them properly.
Выращиваем мангольд, менее привычный.
We raise mangold, which is a sort of lettuce that is unusual for Ukrainians. Though it is popular in Europe, we grow bamia, which is very popular in Indian and South American markets.
Которая более распространена на индийском и южноамериканском рынке. Отдельным нашим направлением
The different direction is raising of microgreen.
Микрогрин – это пророщенные семена.
The growing of microgreens is a separate part of our business. These are germinated seeds that are raised for 2 weeks and consist of a larger variety of elements and vitamins in comparison to a mature plant.
Содержание их во взрослом растении.
Если человек его употребляет,
If a person eats this lettuce during the growth period, all these elements are digested by the human body. Besides the fact that it is very tasty, it differs from any other type of lettuce and greens that one can imagine.
зелени такой, который можно себе представить.
Мы выращиваем микрогрин.
We raise microgreens in burlap and then cut them. Then the burlap is used as a foundation for paths and open soil, as it restrains weed plants from growing, and when decomposing, it fertilizes the soil.
Обогащает землю полезными веществами.
Несмотря на то, что рынок наш украинский,
Despite the fact that the Ukrainian market is in this stage of formation, it has a room for demand and supply. We'll look for the opportunities to export our product to European countries.
то есть как на нашу продукцию, представленную в Европе.
So we will definitely start exporting our products to Europe when we will become a major manufacturer.
Мы будем экспортировать это в Европу. К нам приезжали
French, Belgians, and other people who eat organic foods in Europe visited us, gave a positive assessment of the quality of our product.
в Европе только органическую продукцию. Вот. И
Indeed, they said that its quality is of the same level of European products, and added that some of our vegetables grown on our land are even tastier.
овощи им понравились даже больше гораздо у нас. Продукция их
They like products, meaning that it cannot be said that European markets are abundant. They always have a shortage of healthy organic foods, so they're waiting for our delicious products on their markets.
В 2018
Ukraine exported about 6.7 thousand tons of products in 2018.
основное
The major directions are EU countries.
страны Европейского Союза. В первую очередь
Half of export goes to the Netherlands, while a large part goes to Poland, 16%, Germany 11%, and China 2%.
экспорта, Германия 11% экспорта, ну и стоит выделить еще Китай, на который приходится более 2% от общего экспорта органических продуктов. Основной
The
культурой
main crop that we export is peas, almost 90%, and nuts, lentil, and mushrooms.
экспорта органической продукции из Украины. Также экспортируется нут, чечевица, грибы. Показатель растет с
The
2016.
volume has been increasing since 2016 and increases twofold every year. This type of business has very good prospects, as organic foods may outstrip other agricultural products in terms of price.
Своей цене может превышать обычную продукцию сельхозпроизводства.
At the same time, it is important to take into account that one may start up an organic agricultural enterprise even having small lands and, of course, if it does not demand making large investments.
Крупных капиталовложений.
мы максимально
We are extremely open to our customers. They can visit us and watch every process and even taste our product. We ourselves eat the product that we raise with great joy.
что мы производим. За время работы у меня
I had no thought of living the business or using chemical fertilizers, as I decided from the beginning. Either I'm working with organic foods production, or I will not work at all in this field.
я или занимаюсь органическим производством, или не занимаюсь вообще никаким. Большую роль
Our soil plays a major role in the taste of our products.
вкусные продукты, конечно, играет земля. Чувствую
I feel a connection to the land in our country. I cannot imagine that I would be working in the sphere of agriculture in any other country.
как бы я занимался даже тем.
I wake up and see my own plants, my trees, and everything that I planted, which is so valuable for me.
Тут, просыпаясь, я вижу родные растения, в родные деревья.
I'm comfortable and I feel very much at home here. I cannot imagine that I can experience such a feeling in any other country in the world. This is my native home, and for this very reason I love Ukraine and its fertile land.